So what do you want to call this? What do you want to call
funny moments, key highlights? Some things that were really I thought were impactful, but some funny moments for sure.
From Trump's best speech that I've ever seen.
Yes. And I watched the whole thing.
Let's go.
Giving us an electoral college victory of 312 votes.
Top that.
Look at them stupid signs.
Top that.
We won the popular vote by big numbers and won counties in our country.
Sit down.
Sit down, Cavemen.
Look how they drowning him out.
USA, 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 USA.
Ridiculous. Sit yourself down somewhere.
And won counties in our country, 2,700 to 525.
That's just
On
so
a map that reads
disrespectful.
almost completely red for Republican.
That's right. Woo.
Now, for the first time in modern history, more Americans believe that our country is headed in the right direction than the wrong direction. In fact, it's an astonishing record, 27-point swing, the most ever.
The most ever.
Ever. Let's go.
Love it.
Let's go.
Woo. They can't take it.
Yeah,
Come on, Bortazar. Come on. Newt Gingrich.
Likewise, small business optimism saw its single largest
Gingrich.
one-month gain ever recorded, a 41.
Get him out of there.
Get him out of there.
Members are directed to uphold and maintain decorum in the House and to cease any further disruption.
That's right.
That's your warning.
Oh, please. Sit down.
This dude looked way too ugly to stand up and say anything. I saw the roast going in, Joy. You know what they were saying? They said the Geico caveman. They was like, this is a real life artifact that has walked out into the judicial system.
Oh my God.
This is a real caveman right here.
This is ridiculous.
And you got the nerve to have Al Green? No,
Please.
me. No.
Of all names
The inventor
to
of turnip
have.
green. That's what I'm going to call you.
Ridiculous.
Members are engaging in willful and continuing breach of decorum, and the chair is prepared to direct the sergeant at arms to restore order to the
Come
joint
on.
session.
That's right. You heard him.
Man, get your hunter-gatherer stuff out of there.
Disrespectful. Hunter-gatherer. Oh. What is he even saying? Man, what mandate? What are you talking about?
Mr. Green, take your seat. Take your seat, sir. Take your seat.
Oh, please. What are you talking about? Crusty Dusty.
Look, you saw the JD.
Members
Yeah.
continue to engage in willful and concerted disruption of proper decorum. The chair now directs the sergeant at arms to restore order.
We ain't got time for this. I love it.
Remove this gentleman from the chamber.
ain't got time for
out
this.
of caveman, Green.
Hey, we ain't wasting no more time with this foolery.
Get out of that caveman.
Exactly. Come on. Please. Get yourself out of there. What is you saying? Oh, whackness.
Your head look like a football helmet.
Whackness.
You ever seen a head that big?
And people voted. Oh, please. What are you talking about? That's right. He was elected.
And look at the terribleness walking on sitting in the
Members
chair.
are directed to uphold and maintain decorum in the House. Mr. President, you continue.
Thank you.
You look at his head. Get that head out the screen.
Over the past. Beautiful Alaska. We love Alaska. We've ended the tyranny of so-called diversity, equity, and inclusion policies all across the entire federal government and indeed the private sector and our military.
Look at her.
And our country will be woke no longer.
There you go.
Point at you.
There you go.
At you.
There you go.
Everybody on the right.
We believe that whether you are a doctor, an accountant, a lawyer, or an air traffic controller, you should be hired and promoted based on skill and competence, not race or gender.
That's right. Pull up.
Very important.
Very important.
You should be hired based on merit. And the Supreme Court, in a brave and very powerful decision, has allowed us to do so. Thank you. Sweeping the entire world. Common sense has become a common theme, and we will never go back. Never. Never going to let that happen.
That's right. Common sense. Common sense.
Among my very highest priorities is to rescue our economy and get dramatic and immediate relief to working families. As you know, we inherited from the last administration an economic catastrophe and an inflation nightmare.
That's right. That's right.
Their policies drove up energy prices, pushed up grocery
Look how you're
costs,
looking at them.
and drove the necessities of life out of reach for millions and millions of Americans. They've never had anything like it. We suffered the worst inflation in 48 years, but perhaps even in the history of our country. They're not sure. As president, I'm fighting every day to reverse this damage and make America affordable again.
That's right.
Let's go.
And to that end, I have created the brand new Department of Government Efficiency. DOGE. Perhaps you've heard of it.
Perhaps you heard of it.
Let's go.
Which is headed by Elon Musk, who is in the gallery tonight.
Come on. Come on. No wonder they don't want him to pull up. Why is that?
Yeah, going out there. Why you didn't come?
Look at his eyebrows. Did you see his eyebrows? Go back.
Thank
back.
you, Elon.
Go back.
He's working very hard.
Is
He
that a
didn't need
clown
this.
suit he had on? Just briefly. Okay.
Which is headed by Elon Musk, who is in the gallery tonight.
He's coming. Him.
What? He got his hand cover on. How you see his eyebrows? He got his hand cover.
Oh, I thought that was his eyebrows. I was about to say, oh my gosh. Oh, okay. I thought it was eyebrows. I was like, Lord.
I will say this is a word for all my men out here in the world, no matter what your politics are. When you get to that age and you start balding,
Stop it.
let the rest of it go. You ain't more youthful with that little stain on the back of your head.
Stop.
What you?
keep going.
Thank you, Elon. He's working very hard. He didn't need this. He didn't need this. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Everybody here, even this side, appreciates it, I believe. They just don't want to admit that. Just listen to some of the appalling waste we have already identified. $22 billion from HHS to provide free housing and cars for illegal aliens. $45 million for diversity, equity, and inclusion scholarships in Burma. $40 million to improve the social and economic inclusion of sedentary migrants. Nobody knows what that is. $8 million to promote LGBTQI+ in the African nation of Lesotho, which nobody has ever heard of. $60 million for indigenous peoples and Afro-Colombian empowerment in Central America. $60 million. $8 million for making mice transgender.
Please. This is not no. Oh, please. Oh my gosh. Look at him.
Give me that sign.
Snatched. Ain't nobody studying that.
Wait. We're going to do that one more time.
He did it so smooth.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
He reached with the jaws of
but she
protection.
wasn't even paying attention. That's how he was able to get it.
Look, right here.
He's sitting here patting President Trump, shaking hands. Next thing you know,
give me that.
Snatch. Exactly. What is this? Oh my God! I found the 360-year-old.
This is the one who been collecting all that money, and they can't find her right here.
Ooh.
It's the Babadook.
This was funny when he said it was one person who was 360 years old. I thought this was hilarious, guys.
Look like she on that Galaxy gas.
Why is she even still there? I know your face is tight and cringy. All the dirt you done did.
That's some spears trying to come out.
See it turn into the lizard lady. What's the name of that show? V. What was the name of that show called?
My husband better not have another boyfriend.
That show that was back from the day. It was people, but they were lizards underneath, like an alien, and they would turn into lizards.
I don't know. Was that on Twilight?
No. Anyway, that's what I feel when I see her. She's a
snake
underneath. She's a snake underneath that skin.
That is a snake. That woman has so much corruption between politically and her family.
Yeah, I don't even see how she sleep at night.
Yeah, lizards sleep like this, and they blink like this, Joy.
Yeah, I'm like, how does she? It's like, I just thought those were some funny moments and some key issues. Did you have something you wanted to add to that?
Shout out to, man, I'm sorry, man. Trump is one of the ones, especially when he gave a great speech like he did, but he has the tendency to, there's always going to be something in there funny, something to laugh about. He said, no one knows where that is.
No one knows what that is.
Transgender surgery for mice.
I mean, but that's a shame. That's where our dollars are going. I mean, and he's calling it out one at a time. That's why they don't want Doge in place, because they're finding where all of our dollars are. Transgender. How do you even make a mice transgender?
Like it's gonna come with you remember Shanae with them Shanae? It's gonna come out with them lips.
Oh my gosh! They're shooting them up with the hormones from the opposite sex, and then they think it's gonna change the mice.
What would it look like?
Oh my gosh!
I'm really gonna look at that, because what does a
waste.
transgender mice look like?
Such a waste.
Like he just his hand just be like, instead of mousing, he just
that's too much. Stop it.
But that cheese that big.
No. Oh my gosh. Y'all, I cannot.
I know I smell peanut butter in here.
This is so wasteful. And at the end of that, he said it's worse than that. He said it's worse than that.
Yeah.
He said it's worse than that. He didn't even want to mention the others because he just felt like they were just too bad to mention. So he wasn't even going to say where the rest of the dollars went. Tell us where our dollars went.
There was we did a little bit of that when Fox News was covering some of those surgeries. It was ridiculous.
I know. He was like, but there was some. That's just what they told us. They didn't even reveal everything.
No.
Oh wow.
Because it probably a lie. It'd be too much.
It would. We'd be ready to tell them coming with our torches to tell them to
tiki torches.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Well,
those some of the highlights that for
that
the
I thought
event
were
that
pretty,
were
good.
Troy Black
and funny.
Troy Black said this was going to happen at
Congress.
At the Congress. That's what it was going to blow up.
I wouldn't doubt it, because you still have people there who aren't happy because their dirt is being revealed and their scheming plans are coming to a halt.
No, it should have been. You know how even though Nancy Pelosi is about 600 years old, the person who has been collecting them checks by all these years is Encino Man Al Green.
What you mean, check?
He's a caveman. Mm-hmm. He's been getting the check before the system started.
Oh, child, please. I don't know what
I ain't never seen a real life caveman in my life.
Well,
until I saw him.
he looks like one. He
Y'all go look
definitely
at
does.
look at Encino Man and then look at him.
He does. Well, guys, hope you guys enjoyed that. We wanted to get some some funny points and some really stuff that was kind of like important as well. But this was just really all about humor, to add humors, because that was one great speech. And you can definitely count on Trump to be himself and give you some jokes in there.
Yeah, he's my favorite. He always going to make me laugh. But all right, I'm going to keep this going on. I don't want to drag y'all.
All right, great people. We love you guys. We appreciate your
next one?
support.